kind of pisses me off because we've got a little something weird. For some reason, this is Ben Riggs, the guy who authored the history of D&D, and he lies. Somehow he says that this is all cultural appropriation to give Hindu deities hit points. That somehow that calling Tiamat a woman that's chaotic a dragon is somehow sexism. It's not. Tiamat is from Mesopotamian mythology. Right there. That we're white men, and then he goes on, "Yay, we're white men of all like certain age, talking about misogyny. All we can expect to be is flamed on online, and meanwhile the women are getting death threats." Not, no, no, no! Don't you dare try to bring up the misogyny that wasn't, because we got a lot of women in D&D who were absolutely at the helm. Sure, maybe there is the occasional misogyny, but the whole harassment, death threat group, that was you guys. That was you guys saying that there's racist orcs in the game. And when women disagree, or when minorities like myself disagree, you give out the worst crap. Even Elon Musk weighed in on this kind of slander against Gygax and his friends. Sure, you just take him out of context to lie and say he was a misogynist when he was just being flippant about being asked disingenuous questions. This is how it shows up in the book, that somehow cultural appropriation D&D naming every 6th level cleric llama something something is a game. It's a game. These are the guys that are asking for the less racist orcs that ironically made them more racist. We're kind of sick of that. We're kind of sick of the lies. To the point where Mr. Kuntz, and I know that's a very odd name, he actually had to take a break from posting because the attack on old TSR has really tripped the trigger. A 50th year celebration, and this is it, of the original D&D authors and its supplements, Gary, Dave, Jim Ward, Brian Bloom, are gone. They're dead. And that leaves him alone as the last man standing, the last author. And it's terrible seeing the slanderous episode unfold, and it was done without one bat or eyelash. A Wizards of the Coast fait accompli, done in such an assumptive manner as they would wield the holy articles and morality which they used to enact their reprehensible judge, jury, and executioner demeanor. So yeah, this is the somebody that was actually there, and he had to speak up on the bowdlerization and censorship of D&D. And I'm glad he did. I'm really glad he is speaking up about this. And I hope everybody just makes sure that this whatever ideology that is motivating Mr. Riggs just gets kicked out on the curb as it should have been 10 years ago. This this is why people don't like Dragon Age Veilguard. This is why people don't like the moral posturing, because it's all a bunch of crap. When you even look back into the D&D adverts, you see that you get to be a hero that liberates slaves. In fact, any mention of slavery is taken out because they're afraid of causing a storm on Twitter by a few people that are angry. The so-called either social justice warriors or woke, whatever you call them, it's just a bad labels are labels and kind of doesn't really make any sense. There's good people of their kind. There are good people of those sorts that realize this is a lie. But then again, this is a grift. We have this Ben Riggs as a grifter and just lying straight up, playing the card of Darvo. And I don't like it. This is why people are against. This is why people are against this new contingent and this new moral supposition in gaming. And you should not tolerate them because they're full of crap. They don't complain about Shin Megami Tensei's bosses having those kind of hit points. Nor should they, because it's pretty gosh darn cool. In fact, it's not disrespect, it's respect. It's just weird, man. Everybody loses their minds. Even Christopher Ferguson, a PhD psychologist, is doing studies on this and saying orcs are not racist, as published in Psychology Today and his other studies. And then people say, oh, you need a diverse sample. It was a diverse sample. I've never seen so many people just get weird. Oh my God. If you want to know where the hate of the pronouns and bio thing come from, it's from this, not the other stuff. Sure, there's genuine bigots out there, and curse them, curses be upon the genuine bigots. But this is what it's typified, and we don't want any of that. And a lot of people are too silent about it. And I don't think you should be silent. I shouldn't be silent. Everybody should point it out as the bullcrap that it is. And maybe then we can actually get to something better. Because this moral panic on games has been wildly successful because Twitter is just that kind of awful place. That the people who went on about sexism, misogyny, are the same people that went off on violence in video games back in the day, and their arguments are the same bullcrap. Not even supported by evidence. So just do what you do with bullcrap and put it in the garbage. Just clean it up. Disinfect it. Get it out of your life and get these people out of your life. It's just too much. They are bothers. They are bores. They are absolutely crazy. And people, no wonder people are against the new changes. To say that racists can't be evil or this, that, and the other thing. That they say, oh, if you do that, you must be racist in real life. That's not at all reasonable. And people are just saying, stop it. Also, the Shiva music boss fight, it's so cool. The Shiva boss fight in Shin Megami Tensei 5, pretty cool. I hope you check it out, and Ben Riggs is very silent on that.